2024 State History Day Contest. Congratulations to all of the students, over 400 students who participated today. Let's give them a round of applause. My name is Rebecca Tabor. I am the Connecticut State Coordinator, and Connecticut History Day is a Connecticut Democracy Center program in residence at Connecticut's Old State House. It's my pleasure to welcome you to today's award ceremony. I've spent most of my day in the judges' room, and I have to tell all of the students that the judges were extremely impressed with your work. It was hard to make decisions, and that each and every one of you should be proud of yourself for the outstanding job that you've done today. I'd like to thank also all of the teachers. Can we give them a round of applause for their hard work and support? Over 100 volunteers served as judges today. Thank you to each and every one of them. Let's give them a round of applause. I'd like to thank our hosts, Central Connecticut State University, and especially I would like to thank our friend Dr. Matthew Warschauer for his role in planning for today. Thank you, Dr. Warschauer. It takes a village to put on the state contest. We could not do this without my wonderful colleagues from the Connecticut Democracy Center. I would like to especially recognize my colleague, Catherine Novko, who has answered your emails, gotten us organized, and done a fantastic job in her first year at the state contest. So let's give her a round of applause. I'd like to thank Nicole Sousa, who, although her responsibilities have changed to other things, at the Old State House always comes back and helps us with History Day in the judges' room. Thank you, Nicole. And all of these wonderful people, like Brian and Sally, and all the wonderful people that you see in these blue t-shirts with staff on them, please say thank you when you see them, because they've worked tremendously hard, and I could not do it without each and every one of my colleagues. Thank you. I'd like to introduce William Bavacqua, who is our president and CEO of the Connecticut Democracy Center. This is the wonderful institution at which we work because he's our president and CEO, but he has spent the day judging, as he does every year, and at regional contests. So it's my pleasure to introduce Bill.
Thank you very much, Rebecca. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm so pleased to be with you today. Public speaking is part and parcel of the CEO's job, and the first thing that I've learned about public speaking is learn how to talk fast, because what you really want to see is your friends and your kids cross the stage to receive their rewards, so I'm not going to take up too much of your time. But I did want to extend a special welcome to a couple of our special guests today. Scott Wands from Connecticut Humanities, who is one of our major funders for this program. And Kim Fortney, the Assistant Executive Director of the National History Day Organization. You know, everybody who has a job description, including me. And for most of us, at the bottom of our job description, there's this little bullet that says other duties as assigned. And I can tell you that my favorite other duty as assigned, bar none, is being a History Day judge, because one of the highlights of my year are my opportunities to view your projects, to participate in interviews, to meet the students, and to see the impact that this program has. The Connecticut Democracy Center is fundamentally a civics education organization. Our mission is to inspire people of all ages to engage in civic life and strengthen their communities. And Connecticut History Day is the jewel in the Connecticut Democracy Center's crown, because not only is historical inquiry and having a well-considered, sophisticated understanding of our past essential to understanding our present, but it's also a gateway to things like media and information literacy. Because think about what we've asked you to do over this contest season. You've looked at primary sources, you've evaluated their quality, you've had to think critically about what it is you've read and seen, and you've had to look at an issue from multiple perspectives and not just one. And you had to do it well in order to make it all the way to the state contest. These are the kinds of muscles that everyone should be using when they consume the news every day, and that's really important in this day and age. So I hope that no matter what your project was and what your topic was and how you've placed today, that you can take some important lessons away with you, because it's all about how you are able to perceive and judge the world based on information, and you're going to carry that with you forever. So I promised to talk fast. That was all I wanted to share with you. Good luck to everyone. Congratulations on the work you've done today, and I will give it back to Rebecca now. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. We are very honored today to have Kim Fortney with us. Kim is the Deputy Director of National History Day, and I'd like to invite her to say a few words.
Hello again, Connecticut. How are you this afternoon? Oh, this morning you had a little more energy. Do you think you can go deep down and pull out some more? So how are you this afternoon? Much, much better. So I want to thank each of you because I have had the most awesome day. One of my favorite things is to get out of Maryland and go out and see real people having a real contest and doing great things, and this has been a fantastic day. So I want to take a moment and just acknowledge the people that make that happen, the terrific team at the Connecticut Democracy Center, two of which are up here, and the others, I think, there's Nicole, some others are out there putting out fires, so thank you to that amazing team. Can we give them another round of applause, because you can never say thank you enough. And one of the very long-standing funders, Connecticut Humanities, we have Scott Wands here with us, and truly it does take money to run this program, so we're very, very grateful to the work that he and his colleagues do to make it happen financially. So thank you so much, Scott. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing some of you at the national contest, but the whole point of History Day isn't so much the competition as the experience that you have all had. Coming through your school level, going to regionals, and being here at the state contest is an experience in and of itself. So I hope that you have had a good day. I had the honor of speaking with just a handful of students at some point this afternoon, and it was a joy to hear from them about their excitement about their topics. So thank you, families. Thank you, teachers, who make this program what it is every single day in the classroom, and to whom we are so very, very grateful. And thank you, students, and congratulations.
Thank you, Kim, and I'd like to invite Scott Wands to say a few words. Scott is the Deputy Director of Grants and Programs of Connecticut Humanities.
Thank you, Rebecca, and first of all, congratulations to all of you in the audience on another great Connecticut History Day. To all the students, you are all winners for being here. You've made it from regionals, you have wonderful projects, and you should be very proud of yourselves. Congratulations to all the parents for helping them get here and to do all these wonderful projects. The teachers, to Rebecca, our wonderful partner, all of our partners at Connecticut History Center and Connecticut Democracy Center. This is one of our favorite programs at Connecticut Humanities. We are a funder. We use your state tax dollars to help our state learn about itself, its past, its history, where we're going, and we love help programs like this that help the students learn how to do good historic research. This will be skills that you will take with you no matter where you go, what you do, whether you become a doctor, a lawyer, a historian like myself. I have 2 degrees in history. This is a wonderful experience. Remember this day, and congratulations to you all.
Thank you. Now I know what everyone wants to find out is how the final results. Let me just explain how we're going to do this. The first thing I should mention is that we will be recognizing students whose project has won first, second, or third place. Students who finish in first or second place will be invited to the national contest down in Maryland in June. Third place finishers will serve as an alternate if first or second place can't go. So if you are finish in first or second place and you are unable to go to the national contest, please make sure to let us know as soon as possible so we can let third place know. We will also be announcing special prizes, which I'll talk about in a second. Students who place first in their category, along with their teachers, will receive a free one-year subscription to Connecticut Explored, the magazine of Connecticut history. I'm going to be announcing the name, the title of the project, the school, and the teacher. Please hold your applause until I get through that. And I would just ask that you please forgive me if I mispronounce your name or your project title. It's been a long day, and we'll do our best. If your project is announced as a winner, please come down quickly. One of the most common comments I get is the award ceremony is too long, so we're going to try to move as fast as possible. Please come up to the stairs to my right. Please be careful coming up those stairs. I'm not going to shake any hands because I'm going to keep reading. You're going to come over to these lovely folks, and they are going to give you your award. And then we would ask that you please keep going left and stand in front of the two banners. And you will then have your photograph taken by our lovely photographer. Then you can exit the stairs. Please be careful going down the steps. And I should mention, if you're in a group and your team members aren't here, feel free to pick up their medals for them. Or if you are a teacher and you know your students have left, feel free to pick up their materials as well, because that will save us mailing them. Everyone got it? All right, be careful on the stairs, please. We don't want any injuries. We've been injury-free all day. So we're gonna start with historic papers. We're gonna start in the junior division. Is everybody ready? Oh, come on. Is everybody ready out there? All right. In third place, the project is Edwin Hubble, How One Galaxy Turned into Millions by Iris Baden-Eversmith. And Iris is a student at Worthington Hooker School in New Haven, and the teachers are Kristen Ben and Eden Stein. In second place, also from Worthington Hooker School, the student is Azalea Diener for Starman, Waiting in the Sky, David Bowie, Glam Rock, and the Remaking of Gender Identity. And in first place, the project is The Mass Production of Penicillin Project During World War II, a dual turning point in the history of medicine and the U.S. pharmaceutical industry by Eric Chen. Eric's a student at Amity Middle School in Bethany. And the teacher is Maggie Zhao. Moving on to the senior division. In third place, the student is Julian Theodore for The Charter of 1662, How New Haven Colony's Radical Puritanism Led to Its Demise as an Independent Colony and the Creation of Modern Connecticut. Julian is a student at Wilbur Cross High School in New Haven, and Julian's teacher is Al Meadows. Moving on to second place, the project is Turning the Wheel of Revolution, the ambivalent struggles of modern China's Jingqing generation by Jingjuan Lin, a student at the Hotchkiss School, and the teacher is Thomas Drake. First place for senior division in papers is the Bruce Fraser Prize for Outstanding Senior Paper. It is sponsored by the Connecticut Coalition for History, of which Scott is currently president. I'm past president. Bruce Fraser was the longstanding director of the Connecticut Humanities Council. He was a tireless advocate for Connecticut's historical heritage. And so this award is in his honor, and we have a certificate. So first place goes to Russia and Central Asia, Immigration, Self-Determination, and the Impacts of Soviet Rule by Rupan Song, a student at the Loomis Chaffee School, and the teacher is Eric LaForest. And Loomis Chaffee School is in Windsor. Oh, this way. Moving on to documentary. For junior individual documentary in third place, the project is Turning a Page in History, the Gutenberg Printing Press by Yilin Lin, a student at Timothy Edwards School in South Windsor, and the teacher is John Smith Horn. Moving on to second place, the student is Emily Gorley for Results in a Flash, How X-rays Revolutionized the Medical Field. Emily is a student at John F. Kennedy Middle School in Enfield, and the teacher is Brian Zawodniak. In first place, also from Timothy Edwards School in South Windsor, is Ajanvi Mohapater for William T.G. Morton's Ether Day, a turning point in surgical anesthesia. Moving on to senior individual documentary. In third place. Oh, sorry, we'll hold for a second. All right, congratulations. All right, we'll move on to senior individual documentary. In third place is Anthony Gray for Growth Among the Ruins, the Great Chicago Fires, Reform to Chicago's Fire Department and Laws. Anthony is a student at Ellington High School, and the teacher is Lynn Olette. In second place, from East Haven High School, the student is Kayla DeLuca for Marshall and Brown, a courageous legal battle that changed it all. Kayla's teacher is Joseph Marangel. And in first place, the project is The Great Swamp Fight, the battle that changed American history by Arusha Kelly, a student at South Windsor High School, and the teacher is John Garish. We're going to move on to, excuse me, junior group documentary. In third place, the project is The Impact of Barbie by Elena Knapp, Quinn Danback, and Julia Riley. They're students at Bedford Middle School in Westport, and their teacher is Carolyn Davis. In second place, from Medina Academy in Windsor, the project is Germ Theory, A Turning Point in Healthcare by Noor Hassan and Sarah El-Serbini, and they are students with Salwa Collins. First place for a junior group documentary, these students received the Bill Brayfield Award. The Brayfield Prize is given on behalf of the Connecticut Coalition for History in recognition of their colleague Bill Brayfield, a professor of history at the University of Hartford. Professor Brayfield was an original organizer of History Day in Connecticut from 1979 to 1981, and he remained involved in the program until his death in July of 1996. He was a longstanding member of the coordinating committee and served on its education subcommittee. So this next prize is in his memory. First place for junior group documentary goes to Harlem's Golden Age, Revolution and Rebirth by Zaid Hemde, Lev Pitterberg, and Oliver Sonjiri. They're students at Bedford Middle School in Westport, and the teacher is Carolyn Davis.
Okay, team, everybody gets a medal and a certificate. Congratulations.
Moving on to senior group documentary. In third place, the project is Dictatorship to Democracy, How the Death of Franco and the Rise of Juan Carlos Led to a Democratic Spain by Farron Ruiz and Costas Reykjavicius. And they are students at Farmington High School with Lindsay Tavolacci. In second place, the project is Weaving a New Path, How the Boll Weevil Set Off the Great Migration. And that project is by Angelise Santiago, Smrita Rajan, Hasini Gunda, and Ajritha Shasthish. They are students at South Windsor High School, and their teacher is John Garish. And in first place from Ellington High School, the students are Maura Armstrong and Tegan DeRicher. The project is The Creation of Sesame Street, A Turning Point in Educational History, and the teacher is Lynn Ouellette. There would really be no History Day without the work and support of hundreds of Connecticut educators. We are really indebted to their hard work. We're appreciative of all the support that they give students. And I am now privileged to announce the Connecticut nominees for the 2024 Patricia Baring Teacher of the Year Award. They will be our state's nominees, along with all of the other nominees coming from National History Day affiliates. For the junior division, and we'd like to call, after I read the introduction, we'll call up the teacher. The junior division award is being given to Jennifer McMunn. Jen has been the humanities enrichment teacher at Mansfield Middle School for 11 years now, with her students qualifying for nationals 10 times. Jen continues to mentor students who have graduated to high school, and she's also formally served for several years as the Mansfield Regional Coordinator. Jen has judged and volunteered at the national contest, along with several regional and the state contests. This year, she and one of her students are actually participating in the Young Persons Continental Congress with National History Day in Carpenter's Hall. It's my pleasure to ask Jen McMunn to come forward, please. Congratulations, Jen. Thank you.
That's an award by acclamation. Thank you for everything you do.
Congratulations, Jen. It's a well-deserved honor. For the senior division, that award is going to Matthew Hay. Matt is a teacher at Pathways Academy of Technology and Design, a school in the Hartford City School District. Matt's been involved with National History Day since 2016. He was inspired to get his students involved in NHD because of his familiarity with the program, both through his own alma mater and through his son's participation. Matt builds National History Day into his second period marking period research period, or project rather. He incorporates NHD with Gilder Lehrman and Stanford history education groups reading like a historian lessons. And after the semester ends, he invites his students to enter their projects in the contest. He believes that NHD helps his students take their classroom work, take root, and be applied out in the world. It's my pleasure to call Matt Hay forward. Congratulations, Mr. Hay. Let's give both of our teacher nominees a big round of applause. We're now going to move on to the next category, exhibits, which continues to be one of the most popular categories. Ready? All right, so moving on to junior individual exhibit. In third place, from Memorial Middle School in Middlebury, is A Miracle on Ice, a turning point in American hockey in the Cold War by Elena Yuba. And the teacher is Sharon Wodarczyk. In second place is Alex Sheffield for the project Nuka Ma's Grandmothers of Change. Alex is a student at Coyleytown Middle School in Westport, and the teacher is Stephen Cierney. And in first place, the student is Annabelle Brooks for The Invention of the Sewing Machine, a turning point in women's history. Annabelle is a student at Sedgwick Middle School in West Hartford, and the teacher is David Lee. Moving on to senior individual exhibit. In third place, the student is Maya Stettinger for Turning Points in Civil Rights Movement, how the story of Mamie Till changed the nation. Maya is a student at high school in the community in New Haven, and the teacher is Danny Roque. In second place is Neela Fenney for We're Crawling into History, the Capitol Crawl's pivotal role in disability justice, visibility, and equitable access. Neela is a student at Conard High School in West Hartford, and the teacher is Jessica Blitzer. And in first place, the student is Emmett Smith for A Battle of Rights for the Incarcerated, the legacy of the Attica prison riot rather. Emmett is a student at Ellington High School, and the teacher is Lynn Olette. Moving into junior group exhibit. In third place, the project is Anna Louise James, Breaking the Barrier in the Medical Field by Emma Conway and Alexandra Rinaldi. They are students at Torrington Middle School, and the teacher is Paulina Kilaki. In second place, the project is Hayes versus Tilden, the Dastardly Compromise of 1877 by Jacob Brown and Charles Gouda. They're students at Vernon Center Middle School. The teachers are Regina Lee and Cindy McManaman. And in first place, the students are Katie Smith and Julianne Pash for The Capitol Crawl, a climb for disability equality and the push for the ADA. They are students at Center School in Ellington, and the teacher is Sarah Burdacki. Moving on to senior group exhibit. In third place, the project is Breaking Cultural and Educational Boundaries, Young Wing. The students are Jessie Zhang and Linda Chen. They are students at Amity Regional High School, and their teacher is Christopher Borelli. In second place, the students are Amanda Zadnik, Simone Thibault, and Haley Sharma for Shoot for the Moon, Land on the Climate, how Earthrise turned the world onto environmental advocacy. They're students at E.O. Smith High School, and their teacher is Matthew Sivo. And in first place, the project is A Turning Point in Culture, The Immortal Origin and Immortal Legacy of HeLa Cells by Uma Chaudhry, Zara Saliba, and Carolyn Banks. They are students at Staples High School in Westport, and their teacher is Nell Ann Lynch. Special awards. You've seen in your program a list of special awards that we will be conferring today. These recognize specific content area. I'm going to try and get through them as fast as possible. I'm going to announce one after another. I'm going to ask if you could to please hold your applause to the end. If your name is called up, please do come up, pick up your certificate, and stop by the banners for your photo, and then exit the stage. So we have about 20 awards. So is everybody ready? Ready. All right, let's go. So the first award is the Bruce Stave Special Prize for the Best Use of Oral Immigrant or Urban History Prize. Bruce Stave was a renowned oral history historian, and this prize is sponsored by the Connecticut Coalition for History. It's awarded to Brody Corcoran from Norwich Free Academy for Shades of Red, New York City's Redlining, a Turning Point in Urban History. Brody did a senior individual website, and the teacher is Karen Cook. Moving on to The David O. White Prize for Outstanding Entry in African American History. David served on the board of the Association for the Study of Connecticut History, which sponsors this prize. The award goes to Satvik Kadanapanavar, a student at South Windsor High School. The title of the project, senior individual exhibit, is The Tuskegee Tragedy, an ethical engraving in scientific history, and the teacher is John Garish. Moving on to outstanding entry for use of materials from a Connecticut museum or collecting institution, sponsored by the Connecticut League of Museums. The project is awarded to The Spotlight of Amy Beach's Life, the woman who transformed the American musical composition scene to a turning point for gender equality. The students are Ava Wasowich, Joseph Coombs, and Ray Coombs. They are students at Norwich Free Academy, and the teachers are Lorraine Dooley and William Howard. Moving on to the special prize for an outstanding entry in aerospace or technological history, sponsored by the New England Air Museum. The winning student is Weesey Owen for Robert Goddard, Blasting into the Future. This is a junior individual exhibit. The student attends Mansfield Middle School, and the teacher is Jennifer McMunn. The outstanding entry in Connecticut history, which is sponsored by ConnecticutHistory.org, a program of Connecticut Humanities, is awarded to the Hello Girls, How the Telephone Exchange Was a Turning Point in Women's Suffrage. This prize is awarded to Carrie Dwin McKenna and Mackenzie Meyer for their senior group exhibit. They're students at Norwich Free Academy. The teacher is Kelly Cool. The outstanding entry in Native American history, which is sponsored by Akamat Educational Initiative, is awarded to Emma Haslip, Hannah Lambert, Ryan Court, and Tristan Lambert for their project, a senior group documentary entitled Returning Flying Bird Song, Keeping Our Language Alive. They're students at the Mohegan Tribe Department of Education. It's their first year participating, and their teacher is Kimberly Glover. Outstanding entry in American colonial history, which is sponsored by the Society of the Descendants of the Founders of Hartford, is awarded to Julian Theodore for his senior paper, The Charter of 1662, How New Haven Colony's Radical Puritanism Led to Its Demise as an Independent Colony and the Creation of Modern Connecticut. Julian attends Wilbur-Cross High School. The outstanding entry in world history, junior division, which is sponsored by the Connecticut Council for the Social Studies, is awarded to Huda Khalik and Noura Mohammed for their junior group website, The Battle of Iwo Jima, a turning point in World War II. They attend Medina Academy in Windsor, Connecticut, and their teacher is Salwa Collings. The outstanding entry in world history senior division, sponsored by the Connecticut Council for the Social Studies, is awarded to Kevin Kano and Will Enquist for their senior group website, The Yalta Conference, How a Secret Meeting Changed the Fate of the Post-War World. They're students at Staples High School, and their teacher is Nell Ann Lynch. The outstanding entry related to an underrepresented Connecticut community, sponsored by Connecticut Landmarks, is awarded to Joyce Lynn and Tyla Rayman for their senior group website, Women Make Up Connecticut, The Fight for Couples' Intimate Privacy. They're students at Norwich Free Academy, and their teacher is Kelly Cool. The outstanding entry related to civics, government, or citizenship, which is sponsored by our organization, the Connecticut Democracy Center, is awarded to Caroline Wetland for her junior individual website, Never Mind Your Fingers, the Match Girls Strike of 1888. Carolyn is a student at Sedgwick Middle School in West Hartford, and the teacher is David Lee. The prize for the outstanding entry in American Legal History Junior Division, which is sponsored by the Connecticut Supreme Court Historical Society, is awarded to Andrew Liu and Stephanie Moon for their junior group performance, Mayhem, Madness, and Murder, the first American serial killer. They are students at Mansfield Middle School, and Jennifer McMunn is their teacher. The prize for outstanding entry in American Legal History Senior Division, which is sponsored also by the Supreme Court Historical Society, is awarded to Raina Reed for the senior individual performance entitled Ruth Bader Ginsburg, A Lifetime of Legacy. Raina is a student at South Windsor High School. The teacher is John Garish. Moving on to the outstanding entry related to slavery or abolition, sponsored by the Gilder Lehrman Center for the Study of Slavery, Resistance, and Abolition. The students are Beard G. Augustin and Claire Passon for their junior group exhibit, A Spinning Change. They're students at Sage Park Middle School in Windsor, and their teacher is Kimberly McGee. The outstanding award related to social justice issues, which is sponsored by the History Department at Southern Connecticut State University, is awarded to Maggie Flesher for the senior paper, JFK's Optimism Without Infrastructure, a pivotal moment for mental health care in America. Maggie attends the Academy of Information Technology in Stamford, and the teacher is Nicholas DeAntonius. The outstanding entry that best incorporates Jewish history, heritage, and/or a Jewish personality, sponsored by the Jewish Historical Society of Fairfield County, is awarded to Sebastian DeAngelis for the senior individual documentary, The Jazz Singer, How Talkies Revolutionized the American Identity. Sebastian attends Brunswick School in Fairfield, and the teacher is Brian Hoffman. And our last special prize to award is the outstanding entry that incorporates a building, landscape, or archaeological site in the U.S. that promotes a historic preservation ethic. This is sponsored by the Connecticut State Historic Preservation Office, and it's awarded to Charles McEwen, Jonah Schechtwitz, and Liam McCormick for their junior group exhibit, the McKinley Tariff Act of 1890, a turning point in industrial history. They attend Old Lyme Middle School, and the teacher is Heather Say. Congratulations to all of our special prize winners. We're now going to pick up with our fourth category, which is junior individual performance. In third place, the student is Charlotte Rogers for Eleanor Roosevelt and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Charlotte attends Pine Point School in Stonington. The teacher is Christopher Hurtgen. In second place, the student is Liam Harrison for The Wonders and Woes of a Turning Point, the Basilic Cannon's Blast into Multiculturalism. Liam attends Bedford Middle School in Westport. The teacher is Gabrielle Tomas. First place in junior individual performance is the Wayne Smith Memorial Award. The WWS Foundation was established in memory of William Wayne Smith, who was born in Montgomery, Alabama in 1926. Wayne was an avid traveler, beginning when he served in the U.S. Navy during World War II as a sonarman second class stationed throughout the U.S. and the Pacific Ocean. He returned to Montgomery after the war and began working for the Otis Elevator Company in Alabama, Florida, New York, and Connecticut for the next 35 years. Wayne traveled extensively throughout his career, visiting every state in the U.S. and dozens of foreign countries. Upon his retirement, he continued to travel as part of the Friendship Force, highlighted by his trips to Egypt and China. Throughout his life, he appreciated meeting people and sharing stories. The Wayne Smith Memorial Award was established to award historical storytellers in the individual performance category. This award goes to Ashmi Kulkarni for the project Dr. Bernice Sandler, Too Strong for a Woman. Asmi attends Timothy Edwards School, and the teacher is John Smith Horn. Moving on to senior individual performance. In third place, the student is Emma Frisbee for the Columbine High School shooting, a day that would change schools forever. Emma attends East Lyme High School, and the teacher is Erin Maddox. In second place, the student is Emiliana Torres for The Right to Counsel, the story of Clarence Earl Gideon and his fight for due process. The student attends high school in the community in New Haven, and the teacher is Danny Roque. First place for senior individual performance is the first place Wayne Smith Memorial Award. This award is given to Bhavini Krishna for From Protest to Progress, Helena Hillweed and the Birth of a New Activist Movement. The student attends South Windsor High School. The teacher is John Garish. Moving on to junior group performance. In third place, the project is The Black Death, a pandemic that both changed and ended lives. The students are Nana Ama Oso-Banzu, Deirdre Tyndall, Isabella Perez, and Elif Ozkakar. They are students at Mansfield Middle School with Jennifer McMahon. In second place, the project is How the Charter Oak Ploy Shaped Connecticut by Elise Kobleski and Hannah East. They attend Fields Memorial Middle School in Hebron, and the teacher is Joanne Hart. And in first place, the project is The Hartford Circus Fire Sparking a Change by Thomas Hagmashi, Owen Miller, Dylan Giuliani, Avery Mazakan, and Callie Hoyne. They are students at Torrington Middle School. The teacher is Paulina Kilkenny. And we're now going to move to senior group performance. In third place, the project is The Electrical Atlas, How the Transistor Held Up the Sky for Modern Computing. The students are Kathia Diaz, Anthony Galvez, Connor Ramsdell, and William Moody. They are students with Brian Zawadniak at Enfield High School. In second place, the students are Chloe Jordan and Sienna Weirsich for Beyond the Boundaries of the Human and Feminist World. They are students at Staples High School in Westport. The teacher is Nell-Ann Lynch. In first place, from E.O. Smith High School, the project is From Asian Exclusion to Inclusion, the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965. The students are Kayla Lynn, Mia Chen, and Kalani Tahala, and their teacher is Matthew Sivo. We have a little bit of a traffic jam up here. One of the privileges of my position is that I get to work with 5 wonderful and talented regional coordinators. You know many of those regional coordinators. They go out in the field and do workshops with all of you in the classroom. They help run our regional contests and do a lot of work for us at the state contest. I'd like to recognize them. I know that not everyone is here, but if you are a regional coordinator and you're here, I'd like to ask you to come forward. Tony Andre, who I think might have already left, but Tony came, he helped us set up last night. He was here judging and working super hard. So let's give a round of applause to Fairfield Regional Coordinator Tony Andre. Next up is Jennifer Hunt, the Torrington Regional Coordinator, who's been here all day too and works extensively with students. We're really happy to have her with us. Yay! Congratulations. Next up is for the Norwich Regional Coordinator, Dr. Lisa June, who we are excited to have with us in her first year of being a regional coordinator. I don't know if Lisa is still here. She was in the judges' room with us all day.
She may be actually outside, I'm not sure.
Oh, she might be outside. Let's give her a round of applause. She's been in the judges' room with us all day, reading evaluation comments. Next up is Mansfield Regional Coordinator Cindy McManaman, who wears many hats in History Day world, including teacher, regional coordinator, and all-around helper. So let's give Cindy a round of applause. And last but not least is our new New Haven coordinator, Joanna Steinberg, who does a ton of workshops. She wasn't able to be here today, but let's give her a round of applause. We are now up to our last category, websites. Before we go through them, I want to say a couple of things. At the end of the award ceremony, you will be able to pick up your evaluation forms and certificates in the lobby. We do ask your patience, there are a lot of you. We also ask that you please pull out your entry number and go to the line for the category in which you participated. If you were a group member, if you're a part of a group, make sure you know which member of the group is getting the paperwork, because sometimes we'll have someone go up and then another person comes up and we can't find it, but it's because another group member got it. If you're a teacher out there, you know students had to leave early, please feel free to grab their envelopes as well. For those of you who were awarded a first or second place today, at the end of our award ceremony, we're going to have a brief meeting and we're going to take a picture. I want everyone to listen carefully to me for the next thing though. We have a professional photographer here. We are going to ask our first and second place finishers to come on stage and we're going to take a nice picture of everyone. But we're going to ask all of you parents to step back and let our professional photographer take the photograph first. We're going to need people, some people are going to need to sit, some are going to need to kneel, and then some will stand and will squish in. So parents, I'm just going to ask, please, with the group photograph, we'll get it out to everyone, but just let our wonderful photographer Dominique take the picture. So with that, we're going to move on to our last category of websites. For junior individual websites. In third place, this student is Ethan Maxwell Valencia for the Transistor, One Discovery Changed the World Forever. Ethan attends Coleytown Middle School in Westport, and the teacher is Stephen Sierney. In second place, the project is My Life, The massacre that changed the course of the Vietnam War. The student is Hyun Yu, a student at Worthington Hooker School in New Haven, and the teachers are Kristen Ben and Eden Stein. In first place, the student is Aaron Aldrin for Cogito Ergo Sum, Descartes' Cartesian Revelation, and Aaron attends Timothy Edwards School with John Smith Horn. For senior individual website, in third place is Rob Hyung for Nixon's visit to China, the week that became a turning point for Sino-American relations. Rob attends Amity Regional High School. In second place, the project is Harry Beecher Stowe, Pen to Power by Alexandra Sins, a student at Farmington High School. The teacher is Lindsay Tavolacci. And in first place, the student is Julian McMahon for The Shot That Echoed Across the World, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Julian attends Staples High School, and the teacher is Nell Ann Lynch. For junior group website, the project is The Magic Bullet, How Anesthesia Transformed Medicine by Salma Hassan and Sohala Hassan. They are students at Medina Academy, and their teacher is Salwa Collings. Second place goes to Stalingrad, How the Triumph of the Red Army Turned the Tide of War in the East. The students are Andrew Doyle and Avishkar Kazalaya. They are students at John F. Kennedy Middle School in Enfield, and the teacher is Brian Sawadniak. In first place, the project is The History and Evolution of the Smallpox Vaccine. The students are Musfira Buyan, Anya Mohammed, and they are students at Medina Academy with Salwa Collings. And last but not least, senior group website. In third place from Farmington High School, the project is The Hartford Circus Fire of 1944, how one fire became a turning point for safety protocols in the industry. The students are Jane Gua, Jauhila Naridi, Jael Liu, and Selena Shai, and their teacher is Lindsay Tavolacci. In second place, from Norwich Free Academy, the project is The Booming Babies by Maya Combs and Baya Zhao. Their teacher is Karen Cook. And in first place, from Ellington High School, the project is Breaking Enigma, Decrypting Victory by Connor Lagasse and Braden Lagasse, and their teacher is Lynn Olette. Congratulations, students. I'd like to congratulate all of the students for their amazing achievements. If you were called up for first or second place, please come up on the stage. We're going to take a group photo. And I would also like to remind you to pick up your envelopes, grab your evaluations. Congratulations. Have a safe ride home, everyone, and thank you for an amazing 2024 State History Day contest. Thank you.